What would you do if your project was about to miss a deadline, and your boss tells you to adjust the progress report? Would you do it to save your job, or would you stay honest and risk facing the consequences? As a project manager, you're not just managing budgets, deadlines, and teams, you're also managing trust, integrity, and fairness. But are you making the right decisions? In this video, we will break down the PMI code of ethics and professional conduct that every project manager must follow to build credibility, trust, and long-term success. Stay till the end to learn ***. The 4 core values every project manager must uphold. The difference between aspirational and mandatory ethical standards. Why ethical decision-making is critical in project management. How to handle ethical dilemmas in real-world scenarios. Let's dive in and understand how to be an ethical and responsible project manager. What is the PMI Code of Ethics and Professional Conduct? The PMI Code of Ethics and Professional Conduct is a set of guidelines designed to ensure that every PMP-certified professional upholds the highest ethical standards in project management. These guidelines are not just a formality, they define ethical behavior, integrity, and professional responsibility for project managers across all industries. Why is ethics important in project management? Project managers oversee millions of dollars in budgets. They make decisions that impact employees, vendors, and customers. Their actions influence corporate policies and workplace culture. A single unethical decision can cause legal issues and reputational damage. Integrity in project execution ensures trust, credibility, and long-term success. Project managers hold a position of trust, and their decisions have far-reaching consequences, not just for their company, but for society as a whole. By following a strong ethical code, they ensure projects are executed with fairness, honesty, and integrity. Stay tuned as we explore the 4 core values that every ethical project manager must uphold. The 4 core values that support the Code of Ethics. To ensure ethical and professional project management, PMI has identified 4 fundamental values that every project manager must uphold. These values form the foundation of the PMI Code of Ethics and Professional Conduct, guiding project managers in making ethical decisions and fostering trust in their professional roles. Here are the 4 core values that every project manager should live by. Responsibility, taking ownership of decisions and actions, ensuring accountability for project outcomes. Respect, treating everyone with dignity, fostering inclusivity, and valuing diverse perspectives. Fairness, making impartial and unbiased decisions, ensuring transparency in processes. Honesty, upholding truthfulness and integrity in communication, avoiding misleading information. But how do these values translate into daily project management practices? Let's break it down. Understanding aspirational versus mandatory standards. Every section of the PMI Code of Ethics and Professional Conduct includes 2 types of standards: aspirational standards and mandatory standards. Aspirational standards, the ethical benchmark. Aspirational standards set the ethical benchmark that project managers should strive to achieve in their professional conduct. These standards guide behavior but are not legally enforceable. They encourage professionalism, integrity, and ethical leadership. Project managers are expected to follow them at all times. Although they cannot always be measured, they define the ideal ethical conduct. Think of aspirational standards as the moral compass that guides a project manager's professional decisions. While there are no direct penalties for failing to meet them, they represent the highest standards of ethical conduct expected from every certified PMP professional. Mandatory standards, the firm rules and regulations. Unlike aspirational standards, mandatory standards are legally enforceable and must be followed by all project management professionals. Mandatory standards include strict adherence to all legal, regulatory, and professional policies. Prohibition of unethical or illegal behavior in project execution. Requirement to report any ethical violations. Ensuring confidentiality, fairness, and compliance with PMI's guidelines. Practitioners who violate these standards may face disciplinary action from PMI's Ethics Review Committee. If a project manager fails to follow these mandatory standards, They may face serious consequences, including disciplinary action by PMI's Ethics Review Committee or legal implications depending on the severity of the violation. In short, while aspirational standards define how you should act, mandatory standards establish the rules you must follow as a project manager. Why do these ethical standards matter? History is full of examples where poor ethical decisions led to multi-million-dollar losses, legal battles, and reputational damage for companies. Ethical failures have cost businesses billions and have led to the downfall of even the biggest brands. Following a strong code of ethics not only protects your career but also ensures that your projects create long-term value and trust in the industry. So, whether you're a new project manager or a seasoned professional, understanding responsibility, respect, fairness, and honesty is the key to becoming a trusted leader in project management. Up next, we'll break down each of these 4 core values in detail and explain how they impact your role as a project manager. Stay tuned. Responsibility, owning your actions and decisions. As a project manager, you carry a huge responsibility, not just for the project itself, but for your team, stakeholders, finances, and company reputation. The success or failure of a project often depends on the decisions you make and the actions you take. Responsibility is about taking ownership, staying accountable, and ensuring that your work meets the highest ethical standards. What does responsibility mean in project management? Making decisions that prioritize business success and ethical integrity. Ensuring that projects align with laws, regulations, and company policies. Acknowledging mistakes, correcting them, and learning from failures. Now, let's break this down further into aspirational and mandatory standards of responsibility. Aspirational standards for responsibility. Aspirational standards are the ethical benchmarks that every project manager should strive to achieve in their professional conduct. Aspirational responsibilities include making decisions that serve the best interests of society, public safety, and the environment. Accepting only those assignments that match your skills, qualifications, and experience. Fulfilling commitments, do what you say you will do. Acknowledging and correcting mistakes immediately, taking full accountability for errors. Ensuring transparency and fairness in all project dealings. Great project managers don't just do what is required, they go the extra mile to ensure their work benefits society, protects people, and upholds ethical standards. A responsible project manager is one who takes action, not just to complete a project, but to make a positive impact. Mandatory standards for responsibility. Unlike aspirational standards, mandatory standards are firm rules that every project manager must follow to maintain professional credibility and legal compliance. Mandatory responsibilities include following all applicable laws, regulations, and company policies. Reporting any unethical or illegal conduct immediately. Ensuring confidentiality and protecting sensitive project data. Not engaging in conflicts of interest or misuse of company resources. Breaking these mandatory standards doesn't just harm a project, it can lead to legal consequences, loss of professional credibility, and even termination from your role. In short, own your work, take accountability, and never compromise on ethics. The true meaning of responsibility in project management. In the world of project management, responsibility is more than just following rules, it's about being a leader who can be trusted. When you take ownership of your actions, your team, stakeholders, and organization know they can rely on you to make the right choices, even in difficult situations. Ask yourself, are you leading with integrity, or just following orders? The best project managers are those who take responsibility, learn from their mistakes, and ensure that their projects create lasting value. Up next, we will explore the next core value, respect. Stay tuned. Respect, how project managers build trust. Respect in project management goes beyond just being polite, it's about building a work culture where everyone feels valued, heard, and empowered to contribute their best. Why is respect important in project management? Boosts team collaboration and trust. Reduces conflicts and enhances problem solving. Encourages diverse perspectives and innovation. Strengthens stakeholder relationships and credibility. Now, let's look at the aspirational and mandatory standards of respect. Aspirational standards for respect. Project managers should always strive to understand cultural norms and avoid behaviors that may be considered disrespectful. Actively listen to others' perspectives and encourage open discussions. Handle conflicts professionally instead of escalating them. Maintain professionalism, even when faced with difficult situations. A truly great leader listens first, speaks second, and ensures everyone is treated with fairness and dignity. Mandatory standards for respect. Project managers must negotiate in good faith and act with integrity. Never misuse power to manipulate decisions or outcomes. Respect intellectual property, confidentiality, and personal privacy. Without respect, there can be no trust. A great project manager earns respect, not by demanding it, but by giving it. Next up, we'll discuss another key ethical value, fairness. Stay tuned. Fairness, ensuring impartial and objective decision-making. Fairness in project management means making unbiased, ethical decisions that do not favor one person, group, or vendor over another due to personal interest or relationships. It's about being transparent, just, and objective in every choice you make. Why is fairness important? Ensures trust and credibility in project decisions. Creates a work environment free from bias and discrimination. Encourages healthy competition and merit-based selection. Now, let's break down the aspirational and mandatory standards. Aspirational standards for fairness. As a project manager, you should always strive to be fully transparent in decision-making. Ensure equal access to critical information for all stakeholders. Offer fair and unbiased opportunities to all qualified candidates. Fairness means ensuring that everyone gets an equal opportunity, whether it's a team member vying for a promotion or a vendor bidding for a project contract. Mandatory standards for fairness. Project managers must disclose any potential conflicts of interest before making decisions. Avoid favoritism, no giving special treatment to friends, family, or preferred vendors. Seek stakeholder approval before making key decisions that affect them. Fairness isn't just about doing the right thing, it's about ensuring that every decision is made with integrity, transparency, and ethical responsibility. Next, we'll explore the final core ethical value, honesty. Stay tuned. Honesty, the foundation of ethical leadership. Honesty in project management is not just about telling the truth, it's about ensuring transparency, trustworthiness, and integrity in every decision and communication. A dishonest approach can lead to damaged credibility, project failures, and even legal consequences. Why is honesty important? Builds trust among team members, clients, and stakeholders. Prevents misunderstandings, conflicts, and unethical practices. Encourages a culture of openness and accountability. Now, let's look at the aspirational and mandatory standards of honesty. Aspirational standards for honesty. A project manager should always strive to seek the truth and communicate it clearly. Provide accurate and timely updates about project progress. Make commitments with genuine intent, no false promises. Encourage an open and transparent culture within teams. An honest leader creates an environment where team members feel safe to speak up and trust that decisions are made fairly and truthfully. Mandatory standards for honesty. Project managers must never engage in misleading, deceptive, or fraudulent behavior. Avoid making false statements or withholding critical project information. Always report unethical conduct and dishonest practices. Honesty isn't just a virtue, it's the foundation of ethical leadership. A project manager's credibility is built on trust. Be honest, always. With this, we wrap up our deep dive into the PMI Code of Ethics. Remember, ethical leadership isn't optional, it's what sets great project managers apart. Integrity in project execution, the key to trust and success. Integrity in project execution isn't just about following rules, it's about building trust, credibility, and ensuring long-term success. A project manager's integrity defines the culture of the team, the quality of work, and the reputation of the organization. What does integrity mean for a project manager? Always reporting the truth, even when it's difficult. handling conflicts directly and professionally, ensuring fairness and avoiding discrimination, following all project-related rules and regulations, never allowing personal gain to influence decisions. Integrity is about doing the right thing, even when no one is watching. It's the foundation of ethical leadership in project management. How project managers can maintain individual integrity. To maintain integrity, a project manager must never disclose confidential company information to unauthorized parties, respect intellectual property rights and follow legal guidelines, always adhere to the PMI Code of Ethics and Professional Conduct. Integrity isn't an option, it's a responsibility. Great project managers lead with honesty, fairness, and ethical decision-making at all times. By upholding integrity, you earn respect, build strong teams, and ensure project success. Ethics in project management isn't just about following rules, it's about being a leader that people trust. When you own your decisions, treat people with respect, stay fair, and communicate honestly, you build a strong reputation, a motivated team, and long-term career success. Remember, great project managers lead with responsibility, owning your actions and decisions. Respect, valuing people and building trust. Fairness, ensuring unbiased, transparent decision-making. Honesty, communicating truthfully at all times. Now, it's your turn. Which ethical challenge have you faced as a project manager? Comment below and share your experience. If this video helped you, don't forget to like this video for more insightful content. Share it with fellow project managers. Subscribe for more project management insights.